Process and workflow design in assyst. In this video, we're going to look at our process designer with sample workflows that cover lots of different frameworks, including non-IT areas. We'll see how we use drag and drop and reusable library components to ease administration, and how we can interact bidirectionally with other systems to automate fulfillment. This is our process designer. On the left, you'll see all kinds of different process categories. On the right, a sample triage workflow. Regarding our workflow capabilities, we can do parallel and sequential tasks, dynamic and embedded processes, contingent paths, loopbacks, multi-level approvals, approvals based on thresholds, multi-pathed approvals like you see here. We can model all kinds of things. We use the template and building block concept, so think of it like Lego bricks snapping in easily to build up a full catalog, but without all the coding and technical garble. One of the most common workflows we see is onboarding. So if we look at this template, you can see 6 different setup tasks, followed by a fulfillment stage, which is empty, then another setup. This is the template. The in-flight process, the one that attaches to the request, S927, notice we only have 5 tasks, so it only does the ones it needs based on the variables given. Here, where we had an empty stage before, we now have inserted 2 other processes, so embedding those in part of the overall request. Even more complex example is the SDLC you see here. Lots of approvals and options. This actually loops back to earlier stages and continuously builds until you're ready to release, cycling through the stage. Exploring more of the library, you've got SOX flows, which customers use to guarantee the control of their production environments, manage SLAs and reviews. You've got DevOps, data management to ensure build, test, backup policies and procedures are all documented, so ensuring the integrity of things. COBIT, same concept, helping people manage their governance need and making sure they're following the right steps. Into more ITOM-related processes, here's an example of a simple software install where I require an approval and then call out to automate the install process. Though I have a safety clause here where it'll insert a task for manual intervention if it comes back in and says it failed for some reason, providing that bidirectional feedback. And that's how all of these can work. Any task can call or push out and receive data from assyst or third-party tools through a variety of integration methods. You can see some examples here. Very common to use it to spin up virtual machines and automate the creation of CIs. If we want to dip into our IT asset and operation system, we can see a variety of different automation tasks that are available to us. Here you can see several scripts and software packages which we can easily add and manage. As a simple example, say you wanted to allow pre-approved software requests, such as for Notepad++. Well, we can create that here. These automation tasks can be encapsulated so that you can initiate them from the process. Things like requesting a system restore, updating user settings, can all be done in the background. So for example, patching can automatically initiate assyst ITAM, and then we have the verification task, which will insert a manual task in case something goes wrong. The same concept applies if you're using third-party tools. So things like automating VMs or cloud infrastructure through AWS, you can map those functions in here, or better yet, you can integrate to an orchestration tool and have that manage all the interactions. The key here is that it's open and flexible to help you deliver consistent, reliable services efficiently. Managing services, CIs, anything really, it all works the same. Any action can trigger one of these workflows and make sure we're doing what we need to do. All completely auditable. Here's a simple SIAM process of adding a new service. Maybe we don't want just anyone to do this, so we can add some approvals in. We make it as easy as possible to administer using drag and drop and reusable templates. As you can see here, I've added the decision stage. Let's add another one real quick. And I'll also add a new decision option of yes, but I want to insert the add a new vendor workflow too. So this is the option shown to the decision maker, and if they choose it, it'll insert the add new vendor workflow you see here. You could also branch off, which is the replace option. All very configurable, and as you see, GUI driven, following the standard business process flow format people are accustomed to, which makes administration and management of the process so much easier. Now, taking this a step further, if you couple a process designer with a service designer that you see here, you'll be able to create and manage your services from inception to retirement. The structure is configurable, so you can have any type of service and any number of layers. To speed this up, we have a copy feature saving you valuable time and money in administration. If we look at this existing one, we can see the life cycle of statuses it can go through. We can see the SLA we agreed to for the service, the fulfillment process it will initiate, any costs we may want to associate, and much, much more, including visibility rules and managing demand. Together, you can create and manage an actionable service catalog with ease. So that was a quick look at our Process and Workflow Designer, showing how flexible the system is in supporting a variety of best practice workflows and standards, and how easy it is to adapt to your requirements.